Hello everyone, I'm Samura1man, and am I supposed to do the introduce for the stack up? I believe not, but I'm Samura1man. I'll be running Super Mario Sunshine 3D All-Stars version, not the GameCube version. That was just released a couple months back, and we are gonna get ready and set to go then. I'll be doing the commentary on my own, and 3, 2, 1, go. So, the cutscene intro, unfortunately it's not skippable, but what just was added a few days ago, no, actually just the last week it was added, was a GameCube controller support. So I'm playing with a GameCube controller, and the controls that are in a GameCube version as well are the original controls. Those can be set in the menu for this game, or any three of those games for 3D All-Stars. So language is Italian. It's the fastest language we found out to be for a long time. But the Japanese version used to be always the fastest version for the GameCube version, because the loading times are faster when you go back to Delfino Plaza. However, with the 3D All-Stars, loading times are fastest regardless. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for this version. But we wanna have Italian text because it's the fastest over Japanese text, and any percent is the category where you beat the game as fast as possible. Currently we are in an airstrip, and we'll have another cutscene soon, no worries. Sunshine is very known for having this intro that people always wanted to find a way to skip, or what the community nowadays has is different files you can use to skip these intros, which is a nice way for people to run the game now and don't have to worry about the 6 minutes intro. Yeah, it takes 6 minutes 50 seconds or something. There's Mario 64 in the bottom left. You'll see that in a marathon later, far later I believe. Some of the changes that they made, well, 3D All-Stars, it's 1080p, Full HD. The one here, Blood doesn't say R button anymore because of set R and R button for the game, the Pro controller. So they removed that for some reason. But they didn't kept it for possibility of having game controller support later. So some changes. The game is 3D All-Stars is based on the PAL version, so many of the glitches works, but Japanese version exclusive glitches and maybe some American version exclusive glitches don't work. It's widescreen. Mario 64 is not widescreen though, it's 720p as well. But these are like interesting details they didn't want to go with. It would have been nice to see 1080p and widescreen Mario 64. You see me doing these white sprays. It's called spam spray, which you can do by doing a backflip, but that can be abused by doing R and A press mid-air, fully pressing R button all the way down. Now I need to think of something I can talk about for the next 3 minutes. Oh yeah, one thing is that in a GameCube version, you would want to start with the memory card on or off. Well, for this version you can't select that off, because it's automatically always on. So what we can do though is buffer holding down and then press A later to press continue. Because the top one is save and continue, the middle one is save and quit, which is obviously, those are slow. Saving is slow. We wanna save time. We wanna go fast. But for now we are in a court, and we have to let's hope for the best that we don't get jailed. Spoilers, it will happen. Just for a while. I guess I can like talk about the history of the game. Like, it used to be like an hour and a half-ish run long time ago, and nowadays it's like 1 hour 15 minutes. Thanks to the big skips called the Beach Skip and early Yoshi go around, which you will be seeing in this run, and I'll explain them as well as I can. The little Beach Skip was known for so many years that we know the shine is real, but we don't have a way to get a shine to unlock the last episodes, or all of the episodes for Gelato Beach. Then in 2014, a runner named and glitch hunter, probably many of you knows, named Tofal, Spyro speedrunner and glitch hunter, won lots of glitches, and he won that for this game, and it really was very huge for the community and the runners of the game, and the record was shaved off by 10 minutes by just that one skip, because we knew it was huge. So Italian text is fastest, even though Japanese version may have less text boxes. Italian text has some of the less text boxes in some places. At the start of the run it will lose time for the text boxes, but later on it will save time with the text boxes, which is strange. What else I can explain during this intro? I guess the route is that we'll be going through every level. Oh, there's 7 levels: Bianco Hills, Bianco, Ricco, Gelada, Pina, Sirena, Noki, and Pianta Village. If anybody ever wonders why can't you just go and clip out of bounds to get to the final level, Corona Mountain, well, the loading zone is not there, simply said. It only activates after you beat every level 7th shine, that is Shadow Mario. Simple and vast answer for that question. Been asked for so many years and always got the same answer. Many of the loading zones, like secret levels, don't exist until you're in a respective episode, like Bianco Hills Secret 3 and Secret 6, the Blurry Lake. They're all in their respective episodes, except for some reason episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. You can go to the episode, you can go to the secrets. Some of the secrets. It's better to explain when I get to the episodes and the levels, then I will explain the secrets. It's just the small things, and mostly you should know that you can't enter the secret if you're not in an episode where you can enter that. We unlocked Bianco Hills. And we have to chase Shadow Mario. So yeah, any percent, we have to go through every level. 7th episode is Shadow Mario, we have to beat him, so any extra shine we get is unnecessary, it's just a waste of time. And if there's a way to skip any shines, we will do that. And that's how Gelato Beach skip is very huge for this category. And regardless of the category, it's very huge skip because we can unlock rocket nozzle earlier for a Sandbird, for example. That was a quick kill. I got enough hit to him, so he's like already dead, and I can knock him down. With the spam spray, if everything hits from the spam spray to Shadow Mario, it quick kills that. And every Shadow Mario has a quick kill, and some of them are very hard to even be RTA viable. And when I say RTA viable, it's like unlikely that anybody casts for it in runs. So it's more of like a IL strat, that is individual level strat. This is actually intended to be left for the game, that you can skip this shine completely by going to the PD Piranha that is on a windmill. The fastest movement you'll be seeing is water slide. Like this. Water slide is actually the fastest movement in a game. Normally. It's faster than rocket nozzle. Oops. It's faster to do these fall jumps too. I'm messing up now. Got it. Or not, I jinxed myself. I used to be a world record holder of the game, which is embarrassing to show now. So yeah, all of the cutscenes, can't skip them. Even though there are cutscene skips later, we'll be seeing them. Mario was the reason that the roof collapsed. True story. So, this PD actually turns around every time if you're in a side of him. So that's what we want to do. We want to be in a side of him or behind him. He turns around and he opens the mouth. If we are in a front of him, he does a headbutt, and that's a waste of time. I will his belly with that spam sprays. And there are two ways, or a couple of ways to do this with the spam spray, like using the first person mode and spam sprays that way. Or the one I just used was a backflip. I timed my crump and double jumps here to get the shine sprite a little bit faster. The shine get animation starts when you hit the ground with the shine. If we were running 120 shines, we would have to always remember to select no to save after getting a blue coin. And there's 240 blue coins. So doing that every time is... You could easily forget a few blue coins that you have to press no, then you accidentally press yes. Luckily for every shine sprites we can just hold down and press A second later. Not a big deal. So this is the secret that exists after this episode in every episode in this level. That's what I wanted to say. That's not confusing. But this ball sometimes doesn't want to give you a wall jump in a certain spot. This is the easiest secret by far. It's very self-explanatory. Simple to go if you follow these movements. But every secret is still easy to die at if you make a mistake. After collecting certain amount of shines, more levels will unlock. At the start of the game, there's only Pianta Village and Sirena Beach unlocked. Sirena Beach is special in that way that it's unlocked after you open Bianco Hill's statue and Shadow Mario Chase happens. That's when you can get to Sirena Beach. Well, there are ways to get to Sirena Beach, and that's called Sirena Beach Forever. That is very useful for beginners pretty much, and not really in a categories like any person on 120 shines at all. I'm setting up myself for a cutscene skip here. If we get to Bianco Hills, when Piranha Plant dies for Rico Harbor unlock, we do a travel skip, and by that we save time a little bit. After the cutscene is over, we enter the Bianco Hills, and that's the time save pretty much. If I were to fail that, I would go to Rico Harbor. This is by far like one of the most runners' favorite shine to do ILs, because it's technical, fun movement, it's not too short or too long, but especially it's technical. That's what runners like. Like this shine shows many of the tech that you can see in a game. Water slides, quick movement, GWK that stands for glitchy wall kick that you saw me for getting the 8 red coin. Momentum spin jump, there's just a lot of the stuff. Let's see how long I remember to hold down and press A to continue instead of saving or save and quit. Well, save and quit, you would have to press yes. Do you want to quit? Then you select yes. At the start of the run for every shine any percent, you always want to do this shine specifically because it's very RNG heavy. See, there's a lots of patterns for PD to fly around the village. And the first pattern can lose a minute compared to the best pattern. but it's very unlikely. But so is the best pattern, but it's not like that unlikely compared to the ridiculous minute time loss pattern that I've never had personally. And I can't think of any other runner having it actually, but I've heard some things about having like one of the worst ones that still loses a minute, but still. So start of the fight is always 4 different directions. Oh, he chose a good one. Let's see where he wants to go from here. He only stops in a certain spots and he has the certain pattern he will follow. Also, it's 60% chance that he throws a tornado. That was a 40% chance he opened the mouth. And if he keeps the good luck going, we will save time. From here he will go that way. Ooh, that's actually... This is surprising luck. Let's see if he keeps the good luck going. That's gonna be awesome. The best pattern would be that he casts from here to in between the building over there. And it will also save a lot of time that he opens the mouth only and doesn't give us a single tornado. Oh, that's unfortunate. However, that's still a really good RNG. That's like one of the best you could hope for. Like sometimes he will fly around the village and this will be the best spot where he can stop at. And that's really bad RNG. That's the fight. It was fast. It was nice. The shine spawns somewhere around here. I always look at the ground textures or so to find out where I have to be for the shine sprite. Saving a time by just remembering the locations. Splendido. So 3 shines unlocks Rico Harbor, 5 shines unlocks Geldo Beach. After you have unlocked them, and you have 10 shines, you unlock Pina Park. We are doing this to get rid of event cutscenes. Event cutscene was that you saw that Geldo Beach is now locked, and we have to go open it. To be fair, it's not locked. It's not unlocked at the start. So let's just say that you can unlock Gelato right now. But after this, there's no more event cutscenes until we have 10 shines. Also, event cutscenes, we can't avoid them after we have 20 shines. Because that's when Nokipe unlocks. After you have unlocked Pina Park. Doing these photos like to get closer to the M entrance. Also, I forgot to mention, the M entrance looks very high detailed. Like in a GameCube version, it wasn't that detailed. It was kind of blurry. So we are in Gelato Beach, and here's the Gelato Beach skip that you will be seeing. That saves a minute, 10 minutes. I'll be attempting the hardest strat once, and if it doesn't work, I'll go for the safest setup. First we need the coconut. You have to throw it to the ramp. As long as it doesn't go to the water, it's good. So the hardest strat requires us to do a backflip. Unfortunate, I was late with that throw there. I wanted to throw earlier, and I kinda expected that to happen because I was screwing up a little bit earlier. But that's alright. It's just a cool way, and it takes a good amount of time. The regular way setups ourselves in that way that we can have an angle straight towards the foot, and we can run against the coconut and clip that way. Now we have to go back and beat Shadow Mario. Then we can move on to Pianta Village. Like I said, the Pianta Village is already unlocked, and we can get there by doing some triple jumps, spin jumps, or whatever you decide to go use. Get up there on the Shine Gate. Did you know at the start of the game, the village is actually locked behind the obstacle that is on the lighthouse, but then they removed that in a development, and that way the village is always unlocked. So normally you would have to have a rocket nozzle if it was for that obstacle that was on the way to Vienna village. Fortunately they removed that, and that makes it really awesome for routing. That's one way to do momentum spin jump. You saw me doing that in Vienna village, Gamber Hills. That's a wide turn spin jump. To get to the wall, have enough speed to get to the wall, so I can get a wall jump. If I didn't have enough speed, I wouldn't be able to get a wall jump. So we're in Pianta and hit these jumplets. Jumplets aggression is based on like shine count. It's kinda strange how they work, because if we do the same route, but by doing an extra shine that is speed shine, they would act differently. Oh, he's also giving a good RNG. If he went a different direction, I wouldn't be saving a good amount of time here. Boss and unboss closest blood text box and the shine appears right away. So Jumplet's aggression is based on the shine count or something like that. I don't know the specifics of that personally. It's kinda strange though. Episode 2 is Pianissimo, the fastest runner of the game. Or should I say the most consistent runner of the game. Because he always has the same pattern. We do the race. When 3D All-Stars was released, the start sound, the beep sound at the start was different for some reason, but they changed that when they patched in the game controller support. Let's try to get 2020. Ah, 2013. Unfortunate. There's a way to get a one text box only by talking to the Pianta. But that's also the same thing with the jumplets, it's the shine amount specific or something strange. Episode 3 of Pianta Village is the only episode in a whole game where you lose blood when you're inside a level. You always lose a blood when you're going to the secret for the first time, but this is the only level where you lose it inside a level. We're gonna damage abuse here. Go through that goop that is burning. It will burn us and we will die if we get cocked by that. We like saving time, don't we? So we have 10 shines, both Rico, Gelato and Bianco are unlocked, so Pina Park is unlocked as well. And to be fair, you cannot unlock Gelato and Rico without unlocking Bianco. Episode 4 is a chain jump, and we have to get it to the pot, so he turns to the golden, like, water. Holding the chain and holding up as well, so that way chain jump is going faster. I'm gonna stop holding it in a specific spot. I can stop it later, but I want to make sure I get here in time, and I don't make a mess up anywhere. I'm holding the chain here and holding up as well when he's about to turn around, so I force him to jump to the pool. I'm very happy that Nintendo added the GameCube controller support. It should have been there at the start of the game's release, but I guess better now or later, never. Especially for many runners of the game, it was so hard to play at all with the inverted camera controls, or standard camera controls, let's be honest, because the inverted camera is actually there for the GameCube controller, GameCube version. This is Yoshi skip. Focus. So I'm clipping through the tree and the mushroom. One thing they also added was that A button is actually talk as well, but that's because of the Pro controller and Joy-Cons. You know what is also funny? Okay, that's actually funny. He didn't get angry at me. So what's funny is that if you were to jump right here with a Pro controller or Joy-Con, you will talk to the Pianta. Why is that? Well, I don't know. They just thought it was a good idea to put the jump and talk on the same button. Even when you have two buttons to jump, two different buttons to type and jump. Here I'm mashing A and first person mode to get to thrown backwards. A tiny bit faster. This is also one of the some runners' favorite level to do ILs at, because there's an in-game timer for it. So the more time you have left in a timer, the better it is. I think the record is 2:19 or something. And it's actually ridiculously fast. You want to do these unlocks right now, so later on you don't have to unlock them and wait for Piantas to try to get off the coop. Because males and female Piantas have a different animation when they get off the coop. And that's why you want to get unlocked, because now the male Pianta is gonna take forever to get off the coop. Well, that's unfortunate. My personal record for leaving time, for the time left, has been 2:15, I believe. Episode 7, Shadow Mario. There's a way to do a quick kill for Shadow Mario. I haven't got it at all in this version. I'll just go for the regular way. Getting him off there before he jumps over the fence is a tiny bit faster. The fastest way would have been by doing the spam spray next to him. let's be in the village. Next up, Peanut Park, but before that we can do a cutscene skip called Honey Skip. That's why it's called Honey Skip, because now when I talk I can't play well. It's called Honey Skip because runner named Honey found it. I hope I didn't fail it. You want to be in a certain part of that wall so you're far enough from the death barrier. Then you hover, ground pound and sidestep to the left to hit the loading trigger at the same time when you die. If you were to hit the loading trigger before you die, you watch the cutscene. And if you do it before you hit the loading trigger, you just don't get a cutscene skip. So it will be better you fail it that way, that you watch the cutscene instead of not watching it, if that makes sense. Another cutscene skip here by just leaving the area. For some reason it works only here and never nowhere else. So it's called Honey Skip because it was like just fitting name, I guess, and Peanut Park entrance cutscene skip would have been a long name to pronounce all the time, so Honey Skip makes sense and it's actually very fitting. So this is Mecha. That actually hit, I'm surprised. I'll explain after. Perfect fight. So I'm usually surprised that rocket hits the mecha's head when it goes in that angle, because usually if I shoot the rocket too far to the left or something, it won't go through him or just nearby him, that it doesn't hit his head. And that was perfect fight. That's actually what the fights should be every time, if you do everything perfectly. And the cutscene skips are both way, starting the fight and leaving the fight for some reason. It might have something to do with Peanut Park entrance cutscene skip or Honey Skip. Is what I mean. It might have something to do with that or Shadow Mario. Something, I don't know. I don't know the specifics. It's strange. Well, there's another skip here. You can enter this by doing that. Maul's hitbox is actually huge when he throws a bomb, but if he has thrown the bomb, the hitbox disappears as soon as he gets scared and goes back to the cannon. There's that one up. I'll pick it up just for safety reasons. And good safety is also that we can save anytime we want, and without putting in the memory card. Oh, what memory card? You may say. One of my favorite levels of the game is actually Noki Bay, but I've started to like Peanut Park a lot more lately too. Probably because of the Peanut Park 3 strat that is quite difficult. The interesting part about Peanut Park 3 is that the route of the red coins has changed quite a lot in the past years. It's always the red coins numbers 3 to number 6 that are always been changed to a different order. But every other number 1, 2, and 7 and 8 are never changed, they're always same order.
Guys, just a reminder, we are raising money for Stacka for veteran mental health. You can do command charity in chat, find out all about it, and see how you can donate. Any and all donations are appreciated, so thank you so much if you consider donating. And yeah, go run.
Thank you. That was an unfortunate angle I had there for spin jump dive. But I'm glad I got that one red coin faster. That is the hardest part, one of the hardest parts of that route. for the red coins. The third red coin on a ship, you can barely get that by doing it that way. And if you mess it up, you just have to wait for the boat after you get 2 of those red coins. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Could have been a lot worse by not like getting a couple of red coins, then you have to back up that in a weird way, and the cycles are so off for the boats, and yeah, it's really messed up when cycles are off. Episode 4 is special because it unlocks Yoshi in a whole game. We are gonna go for the one cycle by getting them grouped together. Awesome. So if we didn't get them grouped together before the cutscene starts, and it starts after you kill the first one, then you would have to go for the 2 cycle and see if they're nearby you or anything. It's really good to get them all at the same time. So, Yoshi is unlocked in a whole game after episode 4. If there's a way to unlock Yoshi earlier, we will be able to do Peanut Park skip in episode 1. As far as I know, you can do it in episode 1. Episode 2 at least works. It's the old way to do EYG that I'm gonna go for. I wouldn't want to call it Peanut Park skip because this specific glitch is just skipping episode 5, but if... Imagine we had Yoshi, we can skip the whole Peanut Park possibly. That's what I mean. So we need Yoshi, and this is very specific, hard detailed to explain, but I'll try my best. Okay, we need 2 stews. Or rather, 1 is enough. Did I eat that? I'm pretty sure I ate it. Okay. We'll find out soon. So we need 2 stews. 1 to clip through, and the other one to create a platform to go through the loading... To go through this trigger that... Okay, I ate it. I did a fruit storage earlier. So we need this platform to go through the death barrier. This is something I can't stand on. Only the platform I can stand on is something we can go with. So if I were to stop out of this platform, I will possibly softlock my game. Look, luckily it didn't happen. We're in a secret and we have successfully skipped episode 5 so far. I was scared I will bonk there. It looked like that. Me. I don't like that. Just get a shine, thank you. So we skipped episode 5 completely. EYG early Yoshiko round can be done in episode 2, 3 and 5. Episode 2 you can just completely forget, it's obsolete, it's slow, it's RNG heavy and it's slow. That's why. Episode 3 is the fastest. Stews are faster, harder to manipulate though because they're fast and small. Episode 5 stews are bigger, but slower, but easier to manipulate to get the EYG. Also, we need that your orange Yoshi to enter the secret. I forgot to mention that. Hey, you got a quick kill, nice. And I avoided the damage from that guy. That's right. Oh, it's flying. So that was Peanut Park. We are pretty much halfway done with the run at this point. I also mentioned about 20 shines. We can't skip any more event cutscenes. We would have been able to skip them if we went to save Yoshi, but it will be slower. Rico Harbor. is a very nice level because there is no RNG whatsoever. The only RNG is just the crane, and that's just a very small one. Scary boss fight incoming. Because it's easy. You pull the nose. That's it. Nothing really to explain about Blooper. Other than make sure you get water. Everything hit to the face, get the coop off, and you can grab the nose as soon as possible. And make sure the tentacles don't hit you. So Ripco doesn't have any RNG, it's just a technical level with two boss fights. It's not like super technical compared to Noki Bay or Pina Park, to be fair. But it's nice that there's no RNG. It's like a breathing moment for any percent runners if we go for this route where we do Ripco after Pina Park. There's a route where you go to Serna Beach, or Bianco Hills, then Serna Beach, then Noki Bay and Ripco as last, if you do a safe warp route. That's the second faster to do it, by the way. Also, it's faster to do that race without Blooper. Oh no, that's not good. I don't like that. I had to go hit those three triggers. One was at the wall where I just turned around. At the start of the race I went straight forward. Then I hit that corner of the wall or so. That's the first trigger. Then the second trigger is up there on a wall. Or just close to it, I mean. If you were to do a race with a blooper, you would only have to worry about the burst trigger. When you hit that, it's just a safe to go around a big wall, then just go to the finish line. Because the second trigger can't be skipped. Episode 3 is the fastest shine I can think of in a game for any percent. Well, not the fastest shine in a whole run, but for any percent. It's the fastest. Besides Shadow Mario's. Since you can go underneath this tower and get the shine immediately like that. Still haven't saved. Keeping a good streak. Every level, I forgot to mention, every level, there's probably a lot I forgot to mention. So, levels have secret. Every level at least has 1 or 2 secrets. That loses blood. Hey, you got it. That's a hard strat, by the way. Most of the secrets has a patterns, set patterns you want to follow. So that way you know the movement you have to do. If you were to make a mistake somewhere, you may have to go for the backup or just improvise the movement because you may not have a backup movement at all. Or then just take it safely. That's the best way to go with the secrets if you don't get the right cycles. Hey, it's a blooper fight on a helipad. Rematch. Turning around with the hover nozzle is not fun. It's so janky. Did you know this boss fight actually has a new attack? I'm not gonna show it though. Doesn't mean it doesn't have. Doesn't mean it has a special attack or not. New attack. I'm telling the truth, it has. I'm just not doing it because it's over. For the whole run, we will be collecting 43 shiny sprites overall, plus the final boss shiny sprite, so 44 overall is when you finish the run. Red coins on the water. There's 2 routes you can take to get the red coins, and the route starts be different at the start. You either go left or right on the first red coin. And I wanna go right, since it's the fastest and the one I prefer the most. You can hold up with all of the bloopers, however with the purple blooper you have always the top speed. By holding up you have a top speed. Green is the best because it has the best handling. I think yellow is in between with handling and speed, but since you can hold forward and have the best handling, why not just take the green? Tada Mario once again. This time... Well, this time and this time, we're gonna take him down, like always. Do you wanna know the best way to do this fight? Do this shot on Mario? You can even learn it at home right now. Hold forward and start spraying when he jumps quickly. That's the best way you can do a quick kill. And anybody can do it, as long as you hold forward and spray later. Not immediately, because he will start running if you hit him with the water too soon. Then he's too far for you to hit him. Now we finish off Piago Hills. It wouldn't be faster to do it at the start of the run because of the event cutscenes, like I explained. Not right now, we can't avoid them because we have over 20 shines. Piago 6 is a secret. 30 leg secret. Also one of the scariest one because it loses the most of the time if you were to fall down at the top of the secret. I don't want to go for that strat that I always want to do in a GameCube version. There's another way to do GWK called GWKD, where you do the glitchy wall kick and dive, but it's 2-frame window and it's very scary if you don't get the right inputs. So instead I do that safer way. That is not even that safe, because a single mess up will make you die. Shadow Mario once again. After that is 2 Shadow Marios left. 2 more stages. There's a quick kill for this Shadow Mario that I kinda wanna go for. I still got it technically. When he starts running, you can immediately stop him with the spam spray. But also that works because I got pretty much every water to hit him. Now it's time for the most of the people's or runners' least favorites world level. They're on a beach. There's 2 hard secrets, but most importantly 2 really annoying boss fights. Oh, I didn't get a jump there. That's fine. Get in there. Thank you. Because you can be weird when you're nearby. Stuff like that, it just glitches a little bit. I want to enter pipes, for example. So the boss fights are Manta and Gimpu in this level, and they're kinda RNG heavy. Yes. They're kinda RNG heavy. Can make you lose a lot of time if something goes wrong. So Manta we need a really good spam spray and good luck with splitting. When they split, they become smaller, and when they're the smallest, they start going around fast. And when we get to the purple phase, when they're all small Mantas, they start chasing me. So the faster I get to the purple phase, the better the fight will be, because they're not too far then. If they're the smallest, they start getting away from me. And that's not good when that happens. There's still one more. Yep. So now there's really scattered around, and that's just not nice when I have to go around a little bit and spam spray everywhere. They're in a beach, they're in this side of the level, and some of them are in the other side of the level. It gets really tiring to do spam sprays when the fight is long. After this we have a hard secret, Samura1man, also my least favorite because it's just not nice. You can buffer that hover, which I didn't know about for many years actually. I learned that during 3D All-Stars. It's the fastest way, at least I can think of, the fastest way to do the water slide there after the cutscene ends. Yeah, don't hover like that. I wanna hover backwards instantly, not turn around. The entrance to the secret though is really cool, I like that part of the Samura1man. I'll let the secret talk for itself for now. Not too bad. That momentum spin jump at the end doesn't have a backup. If you don't get the momentum spin jump, you die. If you do get it and you don't have enough speed, you die. It's a very risky strat at the end of the level. Just for saving a couple seconds. Zero 3 is actually a one level, one episode, because you can skip that really fast. It only takes a minute. So we need this banana. This specific banana is gonna let us skip through this class and get the shine sprite faster. Still haven't saved. We still have 12 more shines to collect. 11 actually, just 11 because the last one is Bowser and that we don't save that. Next up, Serena 4, Casino Secret. If it wasn't for the Casino skip, it would be really annoying shine. Because Casino, we have to do the machines, the slot machines. And after that we have to flip those things in a wall before the secret, to unlock the secret. But luckily there's a way to clip through the ceiling. Oops, that wasn't a big jump at all. Without sidestep we cannot clip through that. Every secret, once again, are in a cycles and I wanna make the fastest cycles by doing the certain movement. At the end here is a very hard strat with the butt slide or momentum spin jump and I don't wanna go for them because how inconsistent butt slide is and I don't know how to do it. And momentum spin jump is scary because you have to do it off running instead of diving and rolling out the ledge. If you dive and roll out on a roof, for example, where you can gain momentum while running, you can actually go and do a spin jump after that, and that's called momentum spin jump. But you have to do a rotation with the joystick in a certain way, you get a spin jump, and you can maintain that speed from running with the spin jump. Episode 5. Improve fight. This is the second boss fight that is actually somewhat annoying for many runners, since the RNG is something we can't predict and we just have to deal with that what we get. Fortunately, it's actually unlikely to get more than 2 extra cycles for Kimpu. If you get more than that, you're just unlucky. It's likely we get 0, 1 or 2 extras. The PAL version has a difference here actually for 3D because of 3D All-Stars. Because of 3D All-Stars it's a PAL version. We cannot start the fight instantly, like in the Japanese version we can. And these things to ground pound on are a little bit messed up. We have to be like literally on them to ground pound and stop them. In Japanese version we can be like a 1 or 2 tiles away and still hit them. If that makes sense. So extra cycles works in that way that when you get a fruit, this is a script extra cycle that we have to cancel that way. That way Impu assumes, okay, you did the cycle, we're gonna give you now a fruit again. Because fruit after a fruit is impossible. impossible only if you play normally, but there's a way to get it with a very ridiculous RNG that nobody caused for, really. I won't explain that, it's too complicated. Just understand that I have to wait for the enemies here, and if I were to get an extra cycle, I can cancel the cycle immediately. Let's see, do I get any extras? Oh, also one thing is that, okay, this is extra, I can cancel it right away, because it's not a fruit and it's not a script extra cycle. So there was a question mark in the middle of the slot machine, literally in the middle. The green question mark. That means it's guaranteed fruit. Unless it's script extra cycle, then it's not guaranteed, of course, but... Or when you can get a fruit cycle, it's guaranteed. Now we have 2 more shines in Serena Beach, and we have Nokipe after that, my favorite level. It's funny how any percent... That happened again. It's funny how any percent has my least favorite level followed by the favorite level. Oh, this is actually really fun. Level if it actually happens. I hope it happens for you people to see it. There's actually a glitch here that is emulator glitch. Did you know these versions actually runs on an emulator? And there's an emulator bug here that is actually in a Dolphin emulator too. And it makes the coop, it doesn't make the coop disappear or anything, it's just like instantly beats this level by doing absolutely nothing all of a sudden. Like you could just spray random locations and it will just instantly finish the level. That didn't unfortunately happen, but it was still really good level regardless, thanks to PAL version being good for Serena 6. In original versions of Sunshine, Japanese version has strict coop requirement, and there's invisible coop also, meaning that if you don't spray everywhere consistently, you may miss a spot and it's invisible. You have to go and just try to find it and hope for the best that you find that spot that you missed. PAL version is consistent and is less strict with the coop requirement. And no invisible coop and recovers less to be sprayed. I hope I explained everything well detailed. Shadow Mario once again. Keeping distance from him so the water hits him. If I was too close to him, the water wouldn't be hitting him. Because how water is angling down there. Time for Nokipe. Still haven't saved. We're doing good. It wouldn't be faster to get that Shadow Mario there. Like, don't forget that event cutscenes are still there. And there will be another Shadow Mario, regardless, holding Rocket Nozzle. We don't need those. Those nozzles actually unlocks automatically if you go to Corona Mountain and leave, because you're in a late game Delfino Plaza state. That is not nice. That is like the only RNG that can screw you over in this level. If I did the movement faster there and I didn't get that poop RNG by the flop, there would have been a chance to get a fastest cycle that doesn't really allow you to have a single mistake. Maybe small ones, you take it safely, small mistake is fine, but then the mole will shoot at next pair of those poop balls and you would miss the fastest cycle. It's very difficult too. So not really a big deal if you don't get it. Noki Peichu is the looper fight. However, we can skip that fight by using a spring to get out of bounds. I can also teach you how to do that. It's very easy. It's also fast to learn. So you get up here. Get that spring and you run to this corner. Make sure Mario runs to this corner. Then throw the spring and you go to this location where the Shine Sprite is. And you successfully skipped boss fight. Mario has to run, so he throws the spring away. If he doesn't run, he's just hugging the wall and nothing happens. Nokipe is interesting level because it actually has a lore how the level is going. So first you go there to find out there's no waterfall, there's poison water everywhere, and the Nokis are saying that it's the mole blocking the waterfall that is causing the poison water. Episode 2 finds out maybe it's the blooper, but it's not blooper. The real reason is Eel boss fight underwater, and episode 3 is working as a tutorial training to underwater controls before you get to the actual boss fight. That is many runners' not favorite boss and Shine for some reason, but it is my favorite. I love Noki 4. I love Eel fight. Even though many runners hate it, I love it. There's always such an interesting one strats for that. Over the past years, you have to clean all of the 8 teeth from Eel. And over the past years, we started with 4 and 5 teeth strat. Cleaning 4 or 5 means that you clean them before he starts spinning and try to swallow Mario or eat Mario. Later on, we got better and better and we found a 6 tooth strat. Then later on, there's actually more. I was one of the first runners who learned one of the hardest strats for Eel was based on a dual-assisted speedrun. But later on, yes, it actually continues. Did you know it's actually possible to beat Eel by cleaning 7 teeth before he closes them out? Yes, it's actually possible, and I'm even myself surprised it's possible too. I'll be going for that what I got from a dual-assisted speedrun because I haven't learned the 7-tooth strat. And I'm just telling you, it's really ridiculous. You have no room of error from what I've seen. So I'm gonna do the fight and I'll try to explain how everything went. It's like a recap, I'm gonna tell you. The fight is going. I'll do this right. Oh, I didn't get a cutscene skip there. Ah, well, I got the fastest. Second fastest, actually. Fight there. I didn't hit the tooth for some reason. I have no idea why. The tooth hitboxes are strange sometimes. The cutscene skip happens because of iframes, invincibility frames. When you have those, for some reason the cutscene doesn't play. The cutscene, during the cutscene, well, the cutscene plays, but you can play during the cutscene plays, and you can get the Shine Sprite instantly instead of waiting the cutscene being over and falling down to the bottom of the room. Get the Shine Sprite. So what I did there was to clean 6 teeth in a specific order and close them out because the timer for Eel is running out, and when it runs out, Eel tries to eat Mario, and during that moment we can clean 6 teeth. It's 6.5 if you do a tool-assisted speedrun strat, but with a 7-tooth strat you have to like... I can't really explain it, how in the Earth it's even possible. But it's possible. You'll know that now. Simo, the fastest, the most consistent runner of the game, is right here. And we are gonna do the same thing as him. Not really. We almost bombed, so that's what he does there. Okay, so now we wait. We have enjoyed the run so far. It's been fun to be here, starting and opening the stack up the speed event. After this is my favorite level, secret level as well.
Hey guys, reminder that we are raising money for charity for Stack Up for veteran mental health being supported through gaming. So if you do command charity in the chat, you can find out all about it and see how you can donate. And again, any donations are appreciated. So thank you very much if you do consider donating.
Thank you for saying that. It's all for charity. Episode 6, Shell Secret. There are 2 ways, or many ways probably, but 2 known ways to enter the secrets are with the ropes or from the hills. And that was very good drop strats, let's go. That was a very good secret. I got the fastest cycle there called green cycle. After that is blue cycle. It's just that one platform where I almost fell down. When you can barely make that, you can make the fastest cycle then, and that's very awesome how I got it. One more shine, then we have Corona Mountain left. Final fight. Uh-oh, stop, don't hold. Climb up. You wanna do the spam sprays as close as possible. You can make him stop up there, but as long as he doesn't climb up, it's fine, because you don't lose that much time then. If he climbed up, you can't stop him until he stops in the next spot. And we didn't save at all! Let's go! At least it's over for now that with saving, but there's still one more we have to be careful of, and that's the rocket. Not that it matters, but we wanna make sure that we don't save at all, just save some time. And if anything goes wrong, we can always save manually. Corona Mountain movement can be very difficult if you go for the fastest strat. Unfortunate. I'll try that one more time, and after that I'll just do a regular way. To make sure that we don't die too much. That was bonkers. That's a fast boat. Going fast. Yeah, I wanna take the rocket. This is a rocket storage that failed. That succeeded. Let's go. So we did the 2 rocket storage there, so we can skip clouds completely and enter the fight that way. You can do 2 or 3 rocket storages and get to the fight that way. The final time will be after the 5th ground pound. Seems like we are in a good pace so far. Seems to be high 115 from what I see. I think might be low 116. That is not nice. And that is high 115 for Super Mario Sunshine 3D All-Stars. What also makes me very happy is that that's my personal best for this version. I beat my mid 116 from a couple months back that I got with the Pro Controller and mixed camera controls. So it's very awesome. We started off stack up the speed, Super Mario Sunshine, and me getting a new personal best for this game. Or this version rather. I'm Samura1man. I run a lot of games, mostly Super Mario Sunshine and other games such as Zelda, Mario, Metroid, but mostly Mario. On my channel twitch.tv/Samura1man. You can find me on Twitter, Samura1man as well, and YouTube channel as well, Samura1man. And I hope you will have a great stack up the speed event. Thank you for having me, GSA. And that's I wanna before we have gone, I wanna thank my community, my friends supporting me. Thanks for being there and everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed.